Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. Today I'm going to be giving you a brand new series. What if Naruto returned to the village as a godlike shinobi part 1 guys. If you enjoyed so you want to see part 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. First of all guys, I'm not sure when this video is going to be posted. I'm having some serious internet troubles guys, so yeah. I'm not sure if it's going to be coming out tonight or well tomorrow. I'm going to try and get the other what ifs to you guys as fast as possible, but I'm having some serious internet trouble. So if this come out tonight, well, enjoy guys. But I'll see if tomorrow I can get everything sorted out, so yeah. However, this is part 1 of What If Naruto Returned as a Godlike Shinobi. So yeah, stick around, comment down below and return and stay tuned guys, and yeah. Without further ado or wasting any more time, what do you say we just leap on into this new episode? Start the intro guys. Naruto Uzumaki looked over the Hidden Leaf village. His eyes filled with amusement. It has been 4 years since he saw the village. 4 years since he's been out, training with Jiraiya of the Sannin. So much have changed. Master Jiraiya should be about done. If anyone that knew Naruto well hear him call Jiraiya Master, they would be rather surprised. However, Naruto had gotten a lot of respect for the man. Over the past 4 years, Jiraiya had impressed Naruto. Instead of bare minimum training and some small tips, as Jiraiya had trained Naruto a lot, far surpassing his expectations what he could teach him. He had set Naruto down and worked out a training schedule. They had traveled everywhere except for Kumo and the stone. Naruto had learned plenty, not just from Jiraiya as well. The fox inside his guts. The both of them had struck up a deal. And several things happened, not to mention Jiraiya handing over the key to Naruto's seal to him. The fox had knowledge upon knowledge over his thousands of years of experience, as he passed on some of that knowledge to Naruto. Not to mention he allowed him to use the chakra without much consequence, and in return the seal was greatly loosened, to give the fox some freedom. As Naruto took in a deep breath, a smile on his face, Jiraiya had named him his successor, as he will become the next Toad Sannin and inherit the will of his master. The blonde ninja focused as he came back to reality as he looked down from his perch, as he saw a patch of pink hair and he focused on it. Sakura Haruna has grown indeed, as she had grown a lot from the girl she used to be, but Naruto was not interested in her anymore like that. Training himself, preparing for life and death situations and going through them as well, he has not only grown physically, but also mentally as well. She would always love Sasuke, she would always focus on Sasuke, and he should know that by now. He figured that out some time ago. It was just never meant to be. It was then that his ears picked up a voice. Hey Shino, did you hear? Naruto is supposed to be returning back anytime soon now. I wonder how strong he's gotten. I bet I can kick his ass. The loud voice of none other than Kiba Inazaka said, as that brought a smile to Naruto's face. Shino straightened his glasses. I wouldn't take him so lightly, Kiba. He has been traveling with a Sannin for 4 years now. Hearing that, Naruto vanished, as he appeared behind them a distance away, and he started to tail them. It doesn't matter who he's been with. I've been busting my ass off as well. I won't lose to him again, said Kiba, as he remembers humiliating defeat in the Chunin exams. Kiba sniffed. A small smirk came to his face. Isn't that right, Naruto, he said, as the three of them turned. However, no one was there. Kiba was confused. He could swear that, well, we'll just have to wait and see, Kiba. They spun back around. As Kiba looked up, in front of him was a man 6 foot tall. He had spiky blonde hair that went down into his back, as a bang came down over his right eye, covering it. He was wearing a black ninja suit, pants and a black tight muscle shirt with a red jacket covering it, as his single visible eye show amusement, as he smirked, showing that his canines seemed sharp just like an Inuzaka. On his back was a long katana, and strapped to the sides were two short dantos. Kiba shook in shock. He had smelled Naruto behind him, and he knew that Shino bugs must have picked him up as well. How the hell did you get in front of me? As Naruto's smile widened, I'm fast, dog Brett. That is how. Shino, Hinata, it's good to see that the years have treated you well. Whoa, Akamaru, you have grown big, said Naruto, as he was shocked by the dog's size. The last time he saw him, well, he could fit on Kiba's head. As a funny thought came to his head as he imagined Akamaru now going on Kiba's head. The thought was rather amusing. Akamaru jumped on Naruto as he started to lick him and bark. As Hinata blushed, as Shino merely nodded. It is good to see you, Naruto-san. I see that you have grown stronger. Your presence alone has gotten 3 of my hives buzzing from the energy they feel coming from you, Shino observed. As Naruto grinned at that. Don't sell yourself short, guys. You've all grown as well. I didn't think that I would be caught that fast. I knew that Kiba would catch on to my scent. Hinata's sharp eyes caught my movement as well. And I felt your bugs around as well, Shino. Hey, where are you guys heading? He said. Hinata spoke up. We're heading towards the Akimichi barbecue pit. The teams meet once a month to spend time together. You should join us, Naruto, and introduce yourself. Let your friends know that you're back. Naruto was surprised because she did not stutter, not even once. Sure, he said. Mindful, I miss a lot. I wasn't in the fire country, so I'm out of the loop, he said. Well, Neji and Shikamaru became Jonins. However, the rest of us are all Chunins. So it seems like you're this still. Lonely Genin, Kiba said, as at least he had that over Naruto. Well, so far. Actually, said Naruto, as he reached into his pouch, as he pulled out his ID. Kiba eyes widened in shock. What? You're a Jonin? Well, yeah. I was assigned a S-rank mission while I was with Jiraiya. The end result was Tsunade promoting me. See? Seriously? A S-rank? Said Kiba, as his head dropped. That means I have more training to do, he said, clenching his fists. Now that's a good attitude, said Naruto. It's always good to have a rival. Ah, Naruto, you're back. You seem rather well. I heard that you were returning. As Naruto turned, hello, Kurenai-sensei. I am indeed. Thank you for noticing. You seem to be doing well for yourself as well. She smiled. Thank you for the compliment, she said, as she then looked towards Team 8. We have a scouting mission, she said. You guys need to pack for 2 weeks towards the AIM and Kusa border. Meet at the North Gate in 30 minutes. This is a priority mission. Yes, Kurenai-sensei. Hey, see you later, Naruto. We'll have to have our spar when we get back, said Kiba, as they made their way off with a goodbye. Meanwhile, at the barbecue shack, as several people are there, as they sit around chatting, waiting for 3 more people to show up. Where are they? They're usually not late, Ino said, a bit annoyed, as her pink-haired companion shrugged. I don't know what to say, Ino. Maybe they got held up with something, Sakura said. Besides, I'm more interested in something else. Naruto is supposed to be returning soon. I wonder if he heard the news about Sasuke. What about that prick? A voice said. On a side note, Team 8 got a mission, high priority from Tsunade, so they just left. They turned towards the individual. Lei's eyes brightened. Yuch, Naruto-kun, he said. Your flames of youth are shining brightly indeed. I had heard from Gai-sensei about your return soon. It is good to see you, my eternal rival. As Neji folded his arms, Tenten and Ino had a small blush on their face. Was this really Naruto? As Sakura smiled, Naruto, my god, you finally hit a growth spurt. You're even probably taller than Neji now. Come on, sit, she said. As Naruto sat down, she was being rather nice. I guess you haven't heard yet. Traveling with Jiraiya-sama, you spend most of your time out of hiding Nikuni, right? Naruto nodded. As Sakura released a sigh, Sasuke was recovered. Almost 2 years ago, he was killed in combat. Someone left an anonymous tip that he was seen around the era of Miss Nikuni. They found him nearby a lake. As Naruto's eyes widened at that, he was given a funeral not long after that, and buried in his family Uchiha crypt. As Naruto looked down. Damn it. Anything else I missed, he said. Yeah, said Ino. About a year and a half after you left, someone spread a rumor that you died. Some of the older ninjas did not believe it. But those that did, they kind of celebrated. Mainly, the civilians. We had asked our senseis, but they told us that they couldn't talk about it. But Shika was able to put some facts together. He figured it out. Ain't that right, lazy butt? Shikamaru sighed. Yes, I did, he said. And I share my suspicions with the rest of our friends. You're a Jinjulki, right? The nine-tailed container. The fourth never killed the beast, did he? His demeanor seemed lazy as always, however his eyes were sharp. As Naruto unzipped his jacket, before he lifted his shirt up and bit down on it, holding it up with his mouth as he used his hands and channeled chakra towards his stomach. Ino eyes wide, not for the seal, however, for his stomach, as he had a well-toned six-pack. It wasn't anything too abrasive, however. It was there. But then they saw it as seal spread on his stomach. So that is what you meant that day that you beat me, said Neji. As it all made sense since they had figured it out. When you said I wasn't the only one suffering from a seal. And why you could break through my gentle fist even after I locked your points. Yes. Nice deduction, Shika. It's true, I am a Jinjulki. I haven't mastered the powers yet, but I'm getting close. So, how much tail can you control? As a girl walked up behind the group. She had green hair, orange eyes, and she was wearing a white top, and it showed off her midsection. Enough to beat me, Foxy-chan. As Naruto looked around. Beats? What are you doing here? Why aren't you in Taki? He asked. Naruto, you know Fu? The other said, looking at him. Well, yeah, we stopped in Taki 2 years ago to talk to the leader, Shibuki. While Master Jiraiya talked to him, I ran into Fu. We trained for at least a week when I stayed there. She gave me some tips to help master the Bichu chakra. Wait, are you a leaf ninja now? He said. Well, about a month after you left, Shibuki Jiji made a deal with Hokage-sama. You know my village never liked me. So I became the liaison between Konoha and Taki. When I am not doing on a diplomatic mission, I am a regular Konoha Chunin, she said. And I was on a mission, I just returned. When I heard all of you, I wanted to say hi. Anyways, I need to report to Tsunade. As Naruto got up, I think I'll join you. Tsunade won't be happy to know that I didn't report in with Jiraiya. I'll see you guys later, he said. He just got here and he's leaving already, said Sakura, shaking her head. Wow, Ino said as they all looked towards her. I mean, Naruto's gotten so hot. He's filled out rather well. He's surely different, said Sakura, but not that way, she said. As she didn't think of Naruto like that, it seems. Ino was about to say something until she saw his jacket. As she picked it up. He left his jacket. I gotta go. Give it back to him, you know. As she made her way off. Shikamaru sighed. Troublesome blondes, he said. Meanwhile, with Naruto and Fu. So Fu, how was your training coming along? The last time I saw you were struggling with 5 tails. Tuh, you remember that? That was a long time ago. I'm up to 7 tails now. I can control it but only for 5 minutes. I've also tried the tail beast transformation. But Komi and I can't hold it. What about you? You had a hard time controlling 3 tails. Yeah, that's right, said Naruto. However, as you said, that was a long time ago. I'm up to 8 now. As Fu was surprised. However, she smiled at that. I haven't tried the transformation yet. Kurama said that we need more synchronization first. As they arrived towards Hokage's tower, Naruto noticed people staring. Does people here know about you? They haven't really taken a shine to me. And no, Tsunade-sama doesn't talk about it. Neither do I. Your Nara friend figured it out though, so I told your friends. They haven't told anyone yet. As Naruto opened the door, as Jiraiya was thrown out, the man smashed into the opposite wall. As Naruto glanced up the stairs as he saw a few minutes Tsunade standing up there. Not been back an hour and you already got your ass kicked. I guess some things never change, said Naruto. As Fu rolled her eyes as she quickly followed. As Tsunade went back in her office. My mission to wave is success, Tsunade-sama. It appears that Kira is once again fully operational. Their ninjas are going through the area again though. The bridge is still connecting to the wave. To Hyuga, said Fu. The civil war is over, but Mizukuni is still feeling the after effects of it. Everything else is covered in my report. Tsunade looked over the folder as she nodded. Thank you, Fu, she said. Here's your payment voucher. Dismiss. As Naruto was left alone. You left Jiraiya by himself. Although it's good to see you again, Naruto, she said. However, before that, business first. Let me see it. As Naruto reached up and pulled the bang away from his eyes, as he was wearing an eye patch. He then lifted the eye patch, and underneath was a fully mature Sharingan spinning. He took a deep breath and the eyes shifted. Tsunade narrowed her gaze before she nodded as he covered it back up. How are you adjusting? Quite well. 2 years is plenty of time to get used to it. Plus, Kurama's help with the transition and the deterioration of the Mangeto effect has been stalled. Overuse will still cause blindness, however. The health damage has been avoided, so I'm fine. Tsunade smiled. She slid her hand in her desk and pulled out a key. Here's the key to your clan compound. Your mother put most of her stuff in the clan. Seal safe. Their wills are also there. As soon as you're settled, please bring them here, so that they can be executed. For what it's worth. I was told that you died after the sealing, but still I guess that doesn't mean anything because I wasn't the best godmother. As Naruto waved his hand, nah, it's all good, he said. You just make up for it later. I'll see you later with the wills. It seems that Jiraiya went off to spy somewhere else. As Naruto looked at the small map as he made his way. Hey, Naruto! He stopped as he turned, to see that it was none other than Ino. Oh hey Ino, he said. What can I do for you? You left your jacket when you rushed out with food. So tell me, does our resident blonde have a new crush? She said with a smirk. No, not on Fu, he said. Thank you though. I can't believe I forgot it. How about I treat you later to dinner at 7? He said as he not even break his stride. Still walking as calm as ever, Ino almost fall on her face here and that. What? As she snapped herself back in focus. So no more pitting after your precious Sakura-chan. Nope. Finally got over the childhood crush. Besides, she liked other people. Though it will probably break in at the heart when I have to tell her no. That is if she ever get the courage to ask me out. Ino came to a complete stop. Everyone knew about the crush that Hinata had on Naruto, which made Kiba mad sometime because he liked her. But Kiba would not push her unless she was ready. You know, you were so oblivious back then. Nope, I always knew. I just never know how to respond to her feelings in a gentle way, he said. As he stopped in front of the flower shop, Ino looked up. I do believe that this is your spot, Miss Yamanaka. Seeing that I never heard a no, I guess I'll pick you up at 7. Oh yeah, dress nice, he said. He walked off waving his hand behind him. As Ino stood there, a bit shocked by that, she stepped inside. As her father looked up from the counter. Oh hey princess, he said. Can you grab an apron? We've been so busy today, I haven't had a chance to walk to the west side. Okay dad, but I can't stay too long. I have a date that I need to get ready for, she said. Meanwhile, with Naruto, he stopped in front of a wall-off house. On the gate sign, there was a pair of doves sitting on a cloud storm. He ran his finger over the gate. He didn't even raise the eyebrow and his finger got pricked. As his blood, it mixed with the seal, causing it to spin, and the gate opened up. The place was large. The house was 2-story tall, and 5 other buildings on the lot. The compound was just as big as the Hyuga district. The master house sat in the middle. From the note left by his father, there were 2 houses for kids, I guess, a garden house, a library, and the other one was a business house, where all clan matters were dealt with. As Naruto noticed seals that kept the house preserved, he stepped as he saw the photos of his parents. As he remembered the seals, our voice commanded. What did Dad say? He remembered. Oh yeah, I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, son of Minato Arashi Namikaze, and Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze, 9th heir to the Namikaze clan. I do hereby swear to the Namikaze creed that I will uphold the ancient beliefs and take the mantle as clan head and the lord of this compound. So I say, so I swear, so let it be. Ventura, come to Sasis. Hurry. The entire place got lit with seals. They were bright as Naruto stood there. It went on like that for a good 30 seconds. When they died down, Naruto saw a space-time seal appearing in mid-air as a ring came out of it. It was a gold bang with an emerald as a centerpiece. There was a small note with it. This is a clan head ring. Any transaction can be sealed by this ring, and the funds will be taken out of the accounts. Also embedded inside is a clan secret. As Naruto took the ring and placed on his little finger, he looked around as he made his way. He went towards the master bedroom. Arriving towards the wall, he removed a photo As he pressed his hand on it, the seal lighted up and he waited, as it came around in a swirl before it opened up, to show there was a safe there. As he pulled out the two wills alone, he would look at everything else later. He opened the will of his father first. This is the last will and testament of Minato A. Namikaze, witnessed by his wife Kushina, Uzumaki Namikaze, his best friend and teammate Hayashi Hyuga, and his sensei, the Toad Son named Jiraiya. Officially drawn and written, and tasked to file and be held by Saki, Hyuga, and the Hyuga Trust Bank Account, Department of Will and Final Testaments. My wife, Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze, she will be the sole inheritance of the entire Namikaze compound fund until my son is of age. To my son, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, I leave everything as the last Namikaze to you. The items are received as followed. All 6 houses in the Namikaze clan compound. All business owned by the Namikaze clan. Complete control of all funds, businesses, and investments owned by the Namikaze clan. If my wife is unable to pass the torch on to my son, then a copy of this will be sent to the Hyuga Trust Fund Bank and Co. to be executed by Hayashi when my son reaches the rank of Jonin or the age of 18, where he will take a clan seat. Signed, Minato Namikaze Kushina Uzumaki Hayashi Hyuga, Jiraiya, and Sate Hyuga. Naruto placed aside before he opened his mother will. This is the last will and testament of Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze, witnessed by Minato Namikaze, best friend Mikoto Uchiha, her best friend Tsunade Senju, and Lily Yamanaka. Officially drawn, tasked, and held by Saki Hyuga. Area of notice. Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze leave this will by her authority as the last royal heiress of the Uzumaki kingdom of Uzu. To my husband Minato Namikaze, I leave behind the fortune of my destroyed kingdom. It is to be deposited in a joint account in the Namikaze clan. To my son Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, I leave the islands of Uzu, the islands where the kingdom once lay. I leave behind the kingdom treasure, and once he turns 16, he is to have complete access to the Uzumaki fortune. The items are received as followed. The entire kingdom of the fortune of the Uzumaki, the islands of Uzu, all treasures owned by the kingdom and by Princess Kushina, titles and prestige. If my husband is not alive to see this through, then the copy will be sent to the Hyuga Trust Bank account and to be executed by Hayashi Hyuga when Naruto turned 16. It ended by a listing of the names of all those who signed it, as Naruto was shocked by that one though. Not only am I leaf royalty, I'm also a prince. I'll have to go to Uzumaki Islands at one point. Until then, these go to Tsunade. Probably should visit Hayashi soon as well. He noticed the time. It was a good time to take a shower for his date as well, as he decided for a black button-up with a crimson overcoat, black pants and dress shoes. He opted to leave his katana, but he kept his 2 Kanto blades under his jacket. About 6:30, he made his way towards the Yamanaka flower shop, as Inoichi was there, behind the counter. "Hello, Mr. Yamanaka," he said, as Inoichi was surprised seeing Naruto in their shop. "Hello, Naruto," he said. "I heard about you returning. What can I do for you?" Unlike some of the other clans in the village, the Yamanaka clan was neutral towards Naruto growing up. "I need a bouquet of flowers. I have a date this evening." "Of course. We were just about to close for today. Do you know anything about the girl that you're dating?" "Actually, this is kind of a first date. I was hoping that you could tell me." Inoichi was confused. "I don't understand," he said. "It means that he's looking for a flower for me, Daddy. And I prefer dragon lilies. Too bad they have to be a special order from Kumo. A rose will do for tonight though." As they turned around, she was dressed in a rather beautiful purple dress that had a slit right at the leg and showed the right amount of cleavage. As she straightened her hair, it was not in the normal ponytail look. Ino too was stunned. It seems that Naruto has grown up a lot more than she thought. And not to mention his outfit did not hide any of his well-built muscles. The shirt was also a bit tight on him, making it just look more exotic and making him look more hot. You're going out with Naruto?" As Ino nodded, he turned his gaze towards Naruto. "Listen, Naruto, this is my princess. All my life, her protection has been my job. It seems like tonight that job will be handed over to you for the time being. However, There are some ground rules that you should... Shut up, Dad. I'm a big girl now, Ino said, cutting him off. I can protect myself. Come on, handsome, she said, as she interlinked her arms with Naruto's, and made her way off. As Inoichi wiped a tear from his eye. My baby girl is all grown up, he said. With the two blondes, so, what was traveling with Asani like? 4 years is a rather long time. They got looks from the general populace, but Ino ignored them. The pervert is definitely strong. He earned his title and rank. He trained me the best that he could. He runs a spy network, so I went solo a couple of times. But it was 4 years well spent. Ino nodded. It was late October and the wind was a bit chilly. However, Naruto body heat kept her warm. What about yourself, even though I was out of Konoha? Anhai Nakuna heard that he was a new poison specialist. Nicknamed Konoha Deadly Rose. Ino blushed at that. I took some lessons from Uncle, and I got a real interest in it. Plus, Tsunade started up our medical program and I was in it, so I learned a lot about the body anatomy. As Naruto raised the eyebrow, the report said that a stone elite Jonin commander was poisoned so thoroughly that Misaka, Rado, the hidden stone top medical ninja, could not cure him. They called it the abyss poison, undetectable by most forms, and the only visible cure is in the fountain of 1000 mercies. The other known cure is a Phoenix Tear formula. 2 items incredibly hard to get your hands on, and for that you were placed in the bingo book. As Konoha Deadly Rose, he said. Ino blushed, surprised that Naruto knew that much. Well, what about you? Word is that you ran an S-rank mission by yourself, and you were promoted to Jonin. Shika informed us. As Naruto turned his gaze. Let's avoid that topic for now, he said. It's kind of a sore spot. I'll tell you eventually. Just not now. Ino nodded as she noticed. Why are you wearing the eye patch, she said. Are you copying the copy ninja, she said. Naruto laughed and shook his head no. I lost it in a mission. Rogue Brain Ninja got too close, and I guess I got sloppy. I'm glad I had the fox to help heal that. I'm lucky I don't have a scar like Kakashi Sensei has. Ino looked at him for a moment as she bit her lip. Before she could say anything, they stopped in front of a restaurant. The Black Mantis, Naruto. This place is not cheap. As Naruto merely smiled at her before he made his way. Table for Uzumaki, please. The waiter looked over as he nodded, as he brought them towards the roof. A well-decorated area of the 2-story building. Ino was amazed by the view. It caught the city lights perfect. Plus, the area was strangely warmer than she expected, as Naruto sat her down as he took his seat. Ino, there's something you should know. The village is about to be rocked to its core. I'm not the clanless orphan that everyone thinks I am. I recently got an inheritance from my parents' letter. So about the price, don't worry about it and get what you want. The price isn't an issue. Ino watches the expensive steak was brought up to their table. Let me ask you something, said Ino. You are the 9-tails Jinchuriki, right? As Naruto nodded. And that is why people were so mean when you were younger. As Naruto nodded, the 4th Hokage wished for me to be seen as a hero, to hold back the force inside of me. However, the villagers lost a lot, and they only saw me as a fox in their eyes, so they took out their frustration on me. And Gaara, him too, right? However, he turned out different from you. But you and him went through the same thing, so what was so different? Well, I learned that true strength comes from my precious people. Gaara was put through a situation where he learned not to rely on anyone and only focus on himself. Plus his seal was weak. He could barely have any time of rest. The one-tailed Tanuki screamed at him constantly. He's been helped and his seal has been fixed though. I was able to drive the loneliness away from the warmth of the people that was precious to me. As Ino remembered back then. Why, she said. Why did you ask me out? I mean, I wasn't the nicest person to you. I never went out my way to try to be nice. I was always focused on Sasuke. As Naruto thought about it, maybe because you're a pretty girl, and I was repaying your kindness for bringing back my coat. As they ordered and sat down and eat, she watched him eat and he was so pleasant. As Ino found herself just shocked by this new person, it seems like he was just completely different. But that was a good thing. After that, he took her hand, and the next thing she knew, the both of them were gone. As they arrived towards the park, A wonderful area as she rested her head on his shoulder there. As they spoke, his body heat was so warm, and it made her feel so comfortable. She draped her arm over his shoulder as she leaned against him. She was really enjoying everything so far. It's literally been amazing. Time skip. Inoichi looked at the clock. It was midnight. As he looked over some notes about the interrogation, there was a knock on his door. As he opened the door to see that Naruto was carrying the sleeping Ino. She was just sleeping. It seems like she had fun on their dates, judging by the warm smile and her hand wrapped around Naruto. As they brought her towards the bed and laid her down. Now the two of them were the only ones left. "Sit, Naruto," he said. "We need to have a chat." As Naruto sat down. "So tell me, what are your intentions with my daughter?" "Only the best things, Mr. Yamanaka." "Inoichi, please," he said. "The Mr. thing just made me feel old." "So what is this? Will this turn into some long-term relationship?" he asks. "Well, I hope. That is if I get the chance." Ino isn't a snob, but she isn't cheap either. If she dates you, will she be financially taken care of? As Naruto smiled, "Recently I got my inheritance, which should be announced very soon. I'm not the richest man in the world, but we'll be fine," he said. Inoichi accepted that as he nodded. "Please understand that this next question comes from me, being a ninja and a father as well." "Are you having any problem with Ino?" he said. As Naruto instantly understood what he was talking about. "Nope, the furball is behaving himself," said Naruto. "Alright, then I shall reserve my judgment. Just continue to treat my daughter alright, and we won't have a problem," Inoichi said. As Naruto nodded, the only thing that he wanted was his daughter to be happy. If she was happy, who was he to complain? The next morning, Halt. "What business do you have here?" Uzumaki, the guard at the Hyuga gate, asks. "I need to speak with Hayashi Hyuga. If he refuses, then please pass on this message. The dove has returned to nest high above the thundering waves." The guard nodded as he made his way inside. The one that came out was none other than Neji. "Naruto, Hayashi-sama will speak to you in a moment. He's in council with the Hyuga elders. Please, follow me," he said. As Naruto stepped inside, "If I may ask, why are you here?" "It's a clan matter to be resolved by another main clan head," said Naruto. As Neji nodded, as he was led to a small room with a coffee table. As Neji led him inside, the door opened up as Hanabi walked in. As he gave her a bow, as she slid the door close, the two stayed quiet for a while until a tray was brought in with tea. As she started to pour, "Hello, Naruto-san. I hope the day has been finding you well." "It has indeed." "Hanabi-chan, how is Konohamaru doing?" he said. A blush came on her face. However, she forced it back down. "He's doing well. Ever since Udon's death in the Zone invasion, I've been trying to keep him happy." The door opened once more as the elder Hyuga walked in. As he did, Hanabi got up as she bowed. "Have a good day, Naruto," she said. Hayashi waited for her to leave before he activated the privacy seals. Hayashi looked towards Naruto's hand before he sat down. The dove has indeed found its way back to the nest. "Tell me, how did it find its way home?" "He rode the same wings that carry his ancestors, and the final destination brought him back to his ancestral home," said Naruto. "So I believe that this means that you'll be activating the old Namikaze, businesses, and accounts." "Yes, I have been led to believe that after my father's death, the Hyuga clan started to run all the businesses." "In a way," Hayashi said. "It is no lie, I knew who you were. But under Sarutobi-sama order, I was told to wait until you were strong enough to take your father's name. So instead of taking over, I simply let the business run, as they always have." As he handed Naruto a note, "That is a copy of last month's ledger," he said. As Naruto looked it over, "Namikaze Clan Lightning, 70,000 Ryu. Eastern Impact, 800,000 Ryu. Hainokuni Agreement, 1.5 million Ryu. Namikaze Electric, 90,000 Ryu. The Global Leaf Bank, 1.2 million Ryu. Others, 25,000 Ryu. You will learn in due time the little details, but for now, here's what you need to know. Back in the Warring era, the Senjus and the Uchihas, when they finally set up peace and they went behind the mountain, what no one else was focused on back then was that the Namikaze clan was a very big clan. They had compounds through all over the Hainokuni, and the land that the village was going to be built on is owned by the Namikaze clan. The Elden Pact was the agreement between Hoshirama Madara and your ancestor, Arashi Namikaze. It allowed the two clans to settle here and build a village, but the Namikaze clan would get paid for any square foot of territory that they wanted, which included the Hokage's monument. So Hoshirama devised a plan where every citizen and ninja work there would be taxed, and that tax would pay the debt. Plus the Namikaze clan made the lightning and electricity possible through the new village. They also own many other villages. Again, you will learn that during due time. Is there anything that you wanted to ask? Yes, when I take over, I would like to partner with you. I want the Hyuga to continue running the finances, and in return I will pay for it. Unless you already have a system in place, said Naruto. Before Hayashi could answer though, there was a knock. One moment, Naruto, he said, as he deactivated the privacy seals. Opening the door, he saw the branch member and the envoy. Dismiss Toru, he said, as the branch member nodded as he made his way off. There, what do I owe the honor? Lady Hokage has called a council meeting in an hour, but she has requested that you come to her office now, along with Uzumaki. Hayashi nodded as Anvu went off in a swirl of leaf. Let's not waste any time then, Naruto. Are you revealing everything today? Hayashi asked. Yes, I'm also taking over the council seat, both the Namikaze and the Uzumaki. I sent a clone to Tsunade earlier with the wills of my parents. It seems like she's ready to execute them. Moments later, enter. Tsunade smiled. She saw two of them. Good, you're both here. I take it that Naruto has already informed you. As he nodded, good. I also grabbed Sati from the bank. I need him to verify the wills. I thought as much, Hayashi said. I also presume that you brought me here to give my vote of confidence. Tsunade nodded as Naruto raised an eyebrow. Everyone on the council gave voted on. There hasn't been anyone on Namikaze's seat or the Uzumaki seat since your father. After he died, the votes of your clan was held by the Hokage, and the seats were unoccupied. As Naruto listened over, as he asked, will there be any problems with me joining? They will question your age and experience, plus your overall skill level. All clan council members are strong enough to take on Anvu, so be prepared. There was a knock as a rather skinny man entered with a white obi. His pale eyes were sharp. Hokage-sama, Hayashi-sama, what do I owe the pleasure? Hayashi spoke first. You have been called to verify two wills that was drawn up by your department. When verified, they will be executed by the Hokage personally. Sasuke nodded as he looked towards Naruto. I take it that is for the boy. His tone was a bit off as Tsunade gaze narrowed. However, Hayashi spoke first. Watch your tone, he said. That's your only warning. However, you will understand, read the wills, he said. Sasuke looked at Hayashi weirdly, but he did as commanded. His eyes went wide. Prince Naruto, he said. Please forgive me, Prince Naruto. I meant no disrespect. I can verify both wills. I wrote them 15 years ago, right before Naruto was born. Tsunade smiled. Dismissed, she said. Keep this to yourself until it's announced to the village. Anyways, by my authority as a fifth Hokage, I hereby grant and execute the will of Minato A. Namikaze and 1 Kushina U. Namikaze. It is my pleasure to announce that you may take your father's name. As Hayashi gave Naruto a small bow, while he grinned sheepishly. With Ino. Ino had a rather interesting morning when she woke up. She did not remember coming home. She even remembered her date, which she enjoyed a lot. Naruto was a perfect gentleman. As she proceeded to change into a red tank top with black leggings, as she heard a tap on her window as she turned. As Naruto was the one standing there, she gave him a smirk. Couldn't get enough of me last night, Naruto-kun, she said. Too bad. You're just a smidge late. I just done got changing, she said. Who said I didn't watch you, he said. I mean, you didn't even know until I knocked on the window that I was here. Really? You pervert, she said. However, she had a smirk on her face. I wonder what Daddy would say if he found out his princess had a black lingerie. As her face turned red, however, she didn't back down. It sounds like someone is more interested in it than my father, she said. Maybe I am wearing some, but I don't think that he will get another look. Well then, I guess I just have to take you on more dates and spoil you until you fall in love with me. Ino giggled. Fall in love with you? Is this your way of asking me out on a second date? Fine, but not so expensive next time, she said. Great. Anyways, I came here with a message. I am but a humble clone, the real Naruto. We'll be having some important meetings today, so he will be busy. I came to ask you out on a date for him, and also tell you that he will be a bit busy. Well, at least you know how to multitask. So, are you gonna go and tell him, she said. Well, I don't have to. Once I clone this spell, all information go back to the original. Oh, is that so, she said, as she slowly got up and walked towards the clone. So whatever I say to you would get back to Naruto, once you dispel. He nodded. She grabbed the side of his jacket as she pulled him in, and gave him a quick kiss, just a bit of teasing in it, as she pulled back fast. Call that a reward for perfect dates. One of the best I've ever had. Before she kicked him, dispelling him, she giggled to herself as she locked her window. She fixed her hair as she made her way downstairs, as she came to see her parents. Hey princess, were you talking to someone? And also, how was your date last night? Inuichi said. Yeah, Naruto sent a clone to ask me, out on a second date. And he said that he's gonna be busy today, with some important meetings. And the date was beyond perfect. He was a gentleman the entire time. Lily kept her ears open at the conversation that was taking place. Well, I'm glad you find someone that can treat you right. Oh yeah, your sensei came by. Team training is cancelled today. Something about his family. There was a knock on doors in which he made his way. As he came back a moment later, they looked at him. A council meeting in an hour, he said. The entire council need to be there. Meanwhile, with Tsunade 1 hour later, all the members filed in, confused to why they were called. It seems like some were more impatient than the others. Tsunade, what is the meaning of this? This wasn't scheduled, and the Leaf has not raised its threat level yet. Gonzo Shrimiru spoke out. Remember your place. I am the Hokage, she said. If I say it is important, then it's important. Now, she said after he backed down, I've called this meeting for one purpose. The Namikaze clan. Everyone sat a bit straighter hearing that. It had been a very sore subject. With the death of Minato and no heir, the fortune of the clan was, well, left up to heated debates. But no one is able to get their hands on it. Danzo tried to get his hands on all that money, however. That damn fool Sarutobi got in his way. It is time to reveal one of the biggest secrets that Sarutobi Sensei kept. Through proof of birth certificates, artifacts, proof of blood by unsealing, the Namikaze compound, Minato Namikaze had a son. As she pulled out the files, all of them started to murmur rather quickly, as Inoichi had words running through his mind. You will learn the rest of the village. Was it? He wondered to himself. Tsunade motioned as the door opened up as everyone looked. Let me introduce you to Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, she said, as the people inside froze. The Shinobi Council did not seem to make too much of a fuss, as Naruto was wearing a similar cloak to his father. And he looked like a miniature version of him, however. His hair was longer, and the whisker marks. To think, all I had to do was to kidnap him. Danzo thought to himself. There is no doubt that he's Kushina's son as well, which means he's also the prince of the whirlpools. By the laws of the first Hokage, is there any clan that will stand with him and support him as he gets used to his new roles? Hayashi got to his feet. The Hyuga clan standing with him and would be delighted to see the Namikaze clan return. We have already reached an agreement with him on how to handle the Namikaze finances. Inoichi stand up. The Yamanaka clan stand with him as well. The Namikaze clan was extraordinary. Herbiness and botanist. We would love to see the return of the exotic flowers of the clan. The next person to stand up was Shibuya Aburame. The Aburame clan would like to see the return of Namikaze clan, but withhold judgment, we wish to ask Namikaze-san a question. You were field promoted to Jonin, yet you traveled with Master Jiraiya for 4 years. What level do you believe yourself on at the moment? I am proud to admit that in our last spar, I made my master go all out, and we came to a stalemate. I'm on par with Jiraiya, he said. Shibi nodded. The Aburame clan accepts this. The Aburame clan will appear to the rest of the council decision. Tatsumi stood next. You're a pup, young and foolish. Why do you believe that you should stand with us? As Naruto did not back down to her fearsome attitude. I do not, however. The next generation is rising quickly. It won't be long before my peer take their mantle as clan head, and I wish to be with them. Tatsumi eyed him up and down. Before she nodded, the Inuzuka clan will appear to the rest of the council decision. Shikaku looked at Naruto with a lazy expression. The Nara clan asks for a demonstration of power. A fight designed to test abilities. Should he pass, the Nara clan will stand with him. Chosen nodded. The Akimichi clan stand behind. The Nara requests. We too would like a demonstration. As Danzo stood, the elders agree with the Nara. We would like to see his progress. Tsunade nodded so. 2 stand with you. 3 wishes for tests. And 2 stand neutral. By the majority, Naruto would have a trial by combat. 4 is position on the council. Thank you. For now, keep this to yourself. There will be an official announcement later this week. Dismiss. Naruto, go to my office. Meanwhile, with the girls. As Ino looked at all the girls, as they sat in the water, they were at the hot springs. All of them had changed a bit. Tenten started to use more ninjutsu to complement her weapons. Her loss with Temari told her that she couldn't just focus on kinjutsu alone. However, she was still a kinjutsu expert, but ninjutsu fit a lot of her techniques as well. All of them were trained by Tsunade for a basic medical treatment. However, Sakura took to it more than all of them. When she found out about Sasuke, well, it was a lot for her. But throughout the years, they were able to get her back. And she started to take her training a lot more seriously. Then there was Fu. Though it was not mostly known amongst the populace, her friends knew that she was a Jinchuriki. As for herself, she had decided to take her training seriously some time ago. After she started to learn under Tsunade, she had started to get help from Anko as well. A rather sadistic person, however, it helped her a lot, as she started to learn a lot about poisons. And that is why she was now in the bingo book in the Hidden Stone. There were talks going around that her poisons were almost as deadly as Sorcerer of the Red Sand. So, Ino, I have to know, was that you I saw hanging off of Naruto's arm last night? Or did I see someone else? Fu said. All of them came to a stop as they turned towards Ino. So what if I was jealous? Maybe I am, said Fu, surprising them. But you would never know, she said, with a grin. She was just teasing her, it seems. Well, you two were surely turning some heads. You've gone on some dates in the past, however, I've never seen you doll up like that. Okay, Naruto forgot his coat yesterday, and when I returned it back to him, he asked me out on a date to return the favor. He told me to dress nice, so I went with it. Come on, said Tenten. How was the date? You can't just stop right there. Yeah, I'm interested as well. I'm sure that he scarfed down his food. Actually, Sakura, he was a perfect gentleman even when he eat. And he took me to the Black Mantis. The girl's eyes went wide in shock as he couldn't believe it. Apparently, he ran into some money, so he took me somewhere expensive. Yeah, I had the same reaction when I heard. He then brought me to the park afterwards to look at the stars. I guess the situation was just so perfect, and he was just so cozy, and I ended up falling asleep out there because I woke up in my bed. Huh. Sounds like Naruto has gotten over his precious, Sakura-chan, Tenten said. Well, it's about time. We're just friends, Sakura said. And I don't think I could take him asking me out every single second once he saw me again. Hey, what's your problem? I know I never treat him right as a kid, but you were always mean to him. Why? You sound genuinely concerned, Ino. What? Do you love him or something? This isn't about that. We all know that he's a Jinchuriki. The civilians already treat him like crap. The fact that he can smile and be happy is really surprising. The fact that he never end up like Gaara is surprising. Naruto, as I already went through a lot. I don't know why the hell he even like you. Why the hell are you still being mean? Sakura clenched her fists. Just shut up before your mouth made this worse, Ino. We let Sasuke ruin our friendship first time. Are you really gonna let Naruto ruin it this time? I told you, Ino said, getting up. It's not about my feelings. It's about the fact that he's our friend. And we know that he had a terrible childhood. And there's no reason for you to be mean to him. Fu stood up as well as she was pissed off at the pink head. My life as a Jinchuriki was heaven, compared to what Naruto went through. No one talked to me, but I can at least walk the streets, without worrying about being attacked. The life of a container like us is never easy. We need as much love as we can possibly get, because in most cases, we never got any. As with that, she left. Sakura, I know that Sasuke's death hurt you, but you should not treat Naruto any less. He's your teammate for Christ's sake. As Ino get up and left, Tenten looked towards Sakura, and she decided to leave as well. As Sakura was confused and pissed off, she didn't even know what she said wrong. She wasn't really being mean to Naruto, was she? Damn it, she needed to punch something. As she got up and left. But guys, be in subscribe right here, If you want to see me sports and do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And if you enjoy this, guys, stay in tune. I hope you enjoy each and every what if come your way, guys. And remember, yes, I indeed have 3 channels, and making 2 and making 3, which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead, click that subscribe button and become part of the making family. And thank you for all of your help and support. And yeah, without further ado, I'm off now. See you guys soon. Peace.